Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm joined by David Newlove, all the way from Cumbria, who is lined up to be the Mission Area Lead and Deputy Chair of the Mission Area of Cumbria come September. David, would you like to introduce yourself and say a bit about you, your background, where you're from?
Sure. So David Newlove, I'm a co-superintendent minister in the North Cumbria circuit. So that's the piece that stretches right across the top of Cumbria from Silloth on the coast, right across to Gilsland on the Northumberland border. So any of the 21 miles of Hadrian's Wall in the Cumbria side is in our circuit, is in our new district, yeah, we stretch right across the top. So we're a border circuit in one sense, and the highest border circuit in the country.
Oh wow. How long have you been there for?
So I came in 2018. I've just went through a re-invitation and expected just to be staying in around the city of Carlisle, which is where some of my churches are, and the villages around, and really happy there. And then everybody decided to change the shape of the district and mission area leads, and things have changed. So it wasn't on the radar for me at the start, but I'm very happy to be here and in this place now.
Amazing. And do you perhaps have an interesting fact about yourself that you'd be happy to share as well?
Oh, I could say my tractor, but you can see those behind. I've got a little model of one. This is on my shelf above. So when I'm on Zoom and looking, I'm looking at the people, but I'm also looking at a little model of my tractor, which I take to. I'm an agricultural chaplain as well in North Cumbria, and I take it to the shows. A great way of getting out and getting amongst the show, and being an exhibitor means you get to talk to lots of people. And I have a box on the back that says FCN, Farming Community Network, and has their helpline number. I'm the county chaplain for Farming Community Network in Cumbria, and it means that everybody who takes a photograph of my tractor as I drive around the main ring gets the helpline number. So it's a really good advert, and so that's one interesting fact. But the one I was going to share was that I've got a City and Guilds in bodybuilding.
What does that mean?
No, it's not all about this. I was when I left school, I went to be an apprentice panel beater, or light vehicle body repairer, as they called them. So repairing damaged cars. And when I went, it was day release at Tech College in those days, and when I went, we worked alongside those who built lorry bodies, so the big boxes on the back. And because a lot of our studies were similar, and I'd worked on lorries as well as cars in the garage, they said if you want to do an extra exam, you can get another City and Guilds. So I've got a City and Guilds in bodybuilding, creating lorry bodies. But yeah, it's never come in handy. I've never used it, but who knows? One day.
Both of those facts are actually just really interesting, and I can't stop looking at that picture of the tractor behind you now since saying that. I know I didn't see that when we first came on, so you've got one behind you and one in front of you. I love it.
Yeah, that's I built it or rebuilt it. It was like totally scrap through lockdown. My son Alec helped me, and that's a picture that my friend Chris painted for me of the tractor. But I've since sprayed it, so it looks a little bit shinier than that now. But yeah, totally rebuilt it in our garage through lockdown.
That's amazing. I don't think I could ever do that. Wow. Yeah. So thinking about the role of missionary lead then, what is it that excites you about this role and what drew you to it?
There's two aspects we're told. It's about relationships and mission. And I think at the heart of being church, it's all about our relationships within church and those inside and those around in the community, and developing and forging new links and networking people together and doing that. And into those relationships, then you're missional. I think if we just go out and try and be missional without building relationships, well, some people can do it. Not me. I'm more a relational person, I think. So I need I need to know people and work with them. So I think it's, you know, the best part of being church, actually. And if it's about, well, spin it around, missional relationships, I think not just for that representative role across the area, in building those relationships, but encouraging everybody, whether that's at church, at circuit, or at district level, to develop their missional relationships. How do we take the relationships that we have now and extend them slightly? And that might be somebody we sit and have coffee with on our monthly coffee morning. How do we push that into that missional relationship just by sharing something, or saying, is there anything you'd like me to pray for? And just slow steps and building that and extending all of our missional relationships. And if we do that, I think we will be where we need to be.
That sounds amazing. And I think actually you raise a really good point about the importance of missional relationships, like the link between the two, and just that foundation for the way forward sounds amazing. And links to the other question I wanted to ask you, actually, which was about mission. So when you think about this role and the wider district that we're going to be in come September, what do you hope to achieve in this area of mission?
I think good to get out there. I'm involved in chaplaincy. I'm a hospital chaplain in Carlisle at present. I think that role will have to cease because I won't have capacity to do that. Also an agricultural chaplain, so I go once a week to our local auction mart and to shows and things, and just being alongside and with people is vitally important. And building those relationships, but it's not just about building relationships, it's about us being there and being out there and being in that place where people are and being vulnerable to them. So I go to the auction mart. I'm not a farmer. Grew up on a farm, but I'm not a farmer. I'm not there to buy or sell any cattle, or I'm just there as me. And in that sense, you know, very vulnerable as church. But it's a great and a rich environment. Why do people want to talk to me? Why do I want to talk to you? Because of that missional relationship, rather than business or trying to find information out from them. And I think if we can extend our own models of discipleship in church into that across the whole district, that will be phenomenal. I'm also involved with I'm on the connectional guiding team for new places for new people, and that's very exciting. And listening to all the stories of what are happening around our district, but also around the connection. It's really good as we reach out and go to some of those places, perhaps where we don't currently traditionally have a role or a place or a seat at that table, to go and be there and say, what is it to be church in this environment? And suddenly we find out that church is so much more than we've experienced in the past. It's not doing something alongside church. For me, it's not parachurch. It's extending our vision and our understanding of church and allowing ourselves to be the church that we're called to be. And I find that very exciting. And I'm sure that as we share together from our former districts, we'll learn so much off each other and about each other and about how we can relate and how we can share and grow and develop our mission across the whole piece. I think it's just really exciting, really exciting.
I find that really exciting as well. And actually listening to you speak made me even more excited than I already was. So thank you for your passion and enthusiasm for it. It all just sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for your time today, David. We'll be praying for you sort of throughout the summer, September, and continuing to as you take up this new post. And I'm sure we'll see more of you very soon.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's tea, milk, no sugar. I'm happy to stop and talk and just chat and catch up and build our relationships. And if we do it over a cup of tea, that's even better.
Tea, milk, no sugar. I'll make sure that's top of the communications priorities that we send out. Thanks so much, David.